Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and this is some more information about the Gintama update that we're going to be getting tomorrow. There were some things that I forgot to mention in the last video, so I thought it'd be good to go over some of the things. By the way, I just want to give a big shout out to my buddy Josh for sending me the link to this. Thank you very much, my friend. A lot of this I've already talked about. We talked about the new characters that are coming into the game. That's not a big deal. We already know that. Here you can see that we're going to have all of the Gintama characters in one banner. This is pretty cool. It's actually nice that you guys can actually see some pictures. For those of you that didn't see the live stream, you can see the chance up is going to be for the 3 Fest characters. They got a 0.6% chance, and then the rest of them are going to have a 1% chance. But we should be having a pity, so if you're willing to spend the rubies, go all the way to pity, you'll get the character you want, at least one of them for sure. Hopefully you get all of them, which would be amazing. And then we have the cards here. And we got some new cards as well. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. And we have a new set card that's going to be coming into the game. Now this is pretty cool. You can see that all 3 of these cards, each of these cards offer attack power by 7%, so that's going to increase your attack power by 21% in total. And then when a critical strike is triggered, the enemy's burn or bleeding damage, so the character needs burn or bleed, is increased by 75%. And active skill damage, that means it doesn't matter if they're blast, it doesn't matter if it's grab, it doesn't matter if it's strike, you're going to increase the damage by 20%. This is a very good card set for characters that have bleed and burn. Very nice, especially characters that have extra critical rate. Really, really sweet. I'm actually liking that a lot. Well, wait a minute. When the critical strike is triggered, the enemy's burn or bleed damage is increased. So yeah, they have to be burning or bleeding before this is in effect. So you definitely want to use characters that burn or bleed. So it's going to be kind of a niche for certain characters, but still a really good set. Then you can see here we have the set cards, the way they look. You got Gentoki here, you got Kame right here, and then you have Katsura, which I think is pretty awesome. You got Elizabeth in the background, really nice. And then we have a new option card called Poster Child, and this increases attack power by 5% and crit rate by 2.5%. And check this out, only for Gintama characters, this special effect. When the character triggers a critical strike, it will cause 150% extra damage. So critical rate is going to be very important for these characters. And this is a very good card. This has a lot of attack power. However, I feel it's going to be more for awakened characters and PvE game modes. But it could be good in PvP if you're willing to increase your cooldown for the sacrifice of having that card, not having your cooldown. Still really sweet getting that extra attack and crit rate, but that 150% attack is nice. Wow, wow, wow. And that's really going to synergize with the Gintama's core effect as well. Final winner. This is another option card. And this, when using active skills, gain 2.5% vigor. Attack power is increased by 5%. When active skill hits, the enemy cannot be avoided for 1.4 seconds. Cooling time 25 seconds. So the enemy can't get away for 1.4 seconds. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. And he says he wonders if the word decreases is mistyped. Decrease means decrease or decrease. It would be strange to read the original text. And you can see here there's a gain power by 2.5%, which is really nice. So vigor, gain power, gain PG, and then increase attack by 5%. And decreases their emergency dodge for 1.4 seconds. Okay. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. It's an okay card. I mean, it's definitely going to help with that power gain. However, I don't think people would be using for the most part. Unless you want to... the problem with option cards is if they don't have cooldown on them, I just never recommend them for PvP. Unless you're just a really skilled player and you can time your skills really well, I never recommend them. It's always better, it's usually better to have your cooldowns just so you can use your active skills more often. Then you got the related events. There's the Calgary event we talked about in the last video, the super mission. Here's the dice event, the Elizabeth dice event. Here's the Elizabeth roulette. Here's the bingo. Very, very cool. Then you got the event right here, which is really nice. I mentioned all these things. You got the rush event right here. Very cool stuff. And then here they show you can get Kondo and his card from the Rush event in the token shop. And then we got the new time attack. Very cool. And then check this out. Now this is one of the things I didn't mention in the last video is I didn't mention that Psyche and Rugal, 95 Rugal, were coming to the game. I didn't know when, but evidently they're coming pretty soon. Now this says not launched, the characters stand drawing, so I imagine they're not coming in yet. But check this out. So it says some of the characters may not actually be launched. It still depends on whether the official is willing to launch for reference only. So this isn't a guarantee. We don't know this for sure. But 2013 Psyche, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but the name is actually Psyche. That's the character that I mentioned last video. He is a yellow defensive. Mega level stuff right there. Then we got the All-Star Moon Rabbit, Lolly Chin. Lolly Chang, I believe is what that's supposed to be. Pretty cool. Another Fest character. These are two Fest characters. And then we have the gold 95 Ultimate. I believe that is supposed to be Rugal right there. And then we got the silver. It's kind of wacky that they're using these different names because I'm not really too familiar with these kinds of names. We got a new gold Goro, a new gold Kane, a new gold Shizuru, a silver Terry, a gold Leona, All-Star Pasture Chris, that's interesting, and a new silver 98 Mary. Very cool, very cool. Honestly, I'm most excited for Psyche, to be honest, and Rugal, but we'll see, we'll see. It's just interesting to know that all those characters are in there. So there they're showing Psyche, there they're showing Chang, right? There they're showing Goro. You got Billy right there. Then here's Shizuru and Terry and Leona and Chris right there. And then you have Mary. So these characters could be released. They could not. I don't know. I definitely welcome new characters. That's pretty awesome. So all in all, I mean, this is just going to be a short little video. I just wanted to cover those new card sets and talk about this a little bit, these new characters. But man, I'm stoked, guys. I'm super, super excited. So again, let me know how you're feeling about the Gintama update, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.